I have a dear, wonderful friend who did his PhD thesis exploring the history of the church in Nigeria, extending to Africa. I'm a student of revival. Looking at it and doing a little study on it, let me tell you this, I was amazed at the striking similarity between the things that happened yesteryears, maybe about 70 to 100 years in Nigeria, that is happening again. Champions who were misunderstood and persecuted, it's happened before. People who defied ordinary backgrounds until they rose the ranks, it's happened before. I saw from the knowledge of history that people naturally persecute their saviors and celebrate them when they die. It's a human thing. I saw from history that the move of God does not start with a crowd. It starts with a few people who have the discernment, and usually those few people go through intense persecution because the formative years of the move of God is very controversial. The fact that God is moving in a way he has not moved before does not mean he's not the one moving. Pioneers carry a heavy cross, a cross that sometimes can cost them their life. I learned that from history and prophecy. My announcement to you is that there is another move of God. You know, I've been telling you this upon the body of Christ, and I say this without sounding biased. Nigeria prophetically has been positioned by God's mercy and grace as an arrowhead defining the spiritual trajectory of the things that happen across the African continent. Now, once upon a time, the move of God was strongly along the European space. It's in the Bible history and it's in modern history. So these are not my opinions. Eventually, it moved down to the West. And for many reasons I don't want to discuss within the context of our teaching, it began to fade and deplete. Now, that did not mean there was not a move of God in Africa and Nigeria. Unfortunately, we did not have a rich capture of the recordings of this move. Justice was not done to many silent voices that arose until they died, because we did not have the intelligence to preserve history in such a detailed way. But then the Spirit of God began to move very strongly across the African continent. Now, it doesn't mean there are no moves of God. There's a mighty move of God, for instance, across the Asian continent. I mean, so many beautiful things are happening there. Across India, there are people who are doing almost silent but remarkable things. I have been amazed myself as I am brought to the knowledge of certain individuals who may not necessarily be globally known. But my goodness, you see the kinds of things they are doing for the kingdom within their domain, within their territory.